Welcome back to the Kept Under the Rug podcast. This is your host, Jose. This is episode 2. Thank y'all for sticking in with me here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the first episode. I want to say happy Men's Mental Health Month, happy Pride Month, and happy healing to everybody. Today's episode, we have a special guest here. The founder of the Talent in the Raw podcast, Mr. Alito Martins himself.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Oh shit.
AKA,
what are you still doing?
No, I got you. Don't worry about it.
My fault.
This is also my brother.
Your facts.
Jay, go ahead, man. I'm going to introduce yourself, man. Plug in whatever you want to plug in.
Talent in the Raw is here, man. Yeah, man. I was happy to be here, man. You know what I'm saying? Just happy to be here. Before we even start off, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I am real happy for you, bro, for even starting this podcast for real. Cause I was at work, bro, and I saw you posted episode 1, and I was like, bro, like that shit is so cool, bro. So it's like I'm real happy for you, bro, for real.
No, I appreciate that, man. It's been a while. It's been a while because you had I had the idea for this podcast, and I was gonna call it the Barber's Chair, and then found out LeBron had his podcast. We're like, nah,
rich motherfuckers.
I am not getting sued by LeBron. Okay. You know, that's the last person I heard LeBron's cheap, so I'm not doing that. He was streaming the playoff game on his phone. You know, I'm not doing that.
Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do out here.
Hey. So, then you had your start with Talent Around short, like after I moved out here. But nah, like everything's moving well for you, man. I'm happy as hell for you. I'm proud of everything that you're doing.
Appreciate it.
But nah, at the end, I'll make sure to plug everything in.
For sure.
The description, all that, anyone you want to shout out, all that stuff, we get into there. But again, everyone, welcome to the Captain of the Rug podcast. Just want to give that quick little intro. This
number 1 podcast in the world, by the way.
number 1.5 behind Captain.
Nah.
with a footnote. I was gonna let y'all know this is gonna be very. It's gonna be hard to keep a straight. Can't even say there's no video. Can't even say straight face. So it's gonna be hard to get through the episode because we make a lot of jokes and we just randomly go on tangents with laugh a lot and everything.
Yeah.
But it's like that, you grow up with someone that you pretty much met with so while, because we have siblings that we barely talk to like that. You know what I mean? So and then obviously there's us still who like peanut butter and jelly, SpongeBob Patrick type shit. So
that's right.
Honestly, now I wanna kind of dive right into it. You know what I mean? Like obviously this being like kind of mental health focused type of podcast. When I was on Town the Row, we had some talks and we focused on obviously our differences growing up in the house. You know what I mean? Obviously we grew up together, but our experiences were different. There's this whole this theory that I read about. I gotta find it. I lost the link to that, but it's called like same room, different bed. Where you see everything, but you kind of experience it differently. You know what I mean? So I kind of want to get into that. How would you kind of get into how you grew up versus how we grew up together? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because I saw things very different from how you seen how our parents were kind of like very keen on me making sure you were good with things like that. And it was obviously there was that pressure there on both sides. And even aside from that, besides the pressure from them, there was a pressure from other family members, other friends. Even when it comes to like Taekwondo or the little instances with basketball, with everything that we did. So I want to get your point of view on that because we've talked about it on your show. I want to get like more of a deep dive into it and how that kind of affected you with things that you wanted to do and felt like you couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, like it was like at first it felt like a blur. You feel me? Like now that I'm older, I can say that it's a blur, but it's like it was weird because it's like everything that like I wanted to do or that I thought of doing, I had to look up to like you and Mickey for it. You feel me? And that's not bad or whatever because I'm still a kid at the end of the day. But it's like no matter what it was, no matter what I was told to do, no matter what I wanted to do, it's kind of like I had to run shit through y'all. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It was like I can't say like I can't say because like the way that I view like my childhood in the house is like like I was always tied to you no matter what. Like no matter what happened. If you left to go hoop, like mom on the daycare, like leave a lethal. You know what I'm saying? If anything happened, that's leave a lethal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it was like that. But then there's also times where it's like um it was weird because even though we had a lot of people in the house, there's times I felt so alone, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't even like on nobody else. But this time I just felt so alone because I was just like, bro, like for instance, like when everyone got older and stuff like that, like you were like around the time like Malachi was born and stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. So this
Like I
was
was always watching Malachi.
yeah.
You feel me? Like I wasn't doing nothing but just watching Malachi.
Mm-hmm.
I would either like head to school, come back, chill Malachi, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Which was cool now because it pays off because like me and him were tight.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like just like small stuff like that. It's like where it's like a 12 or 13-year-old and like a 5-month-old baby. and
Yeah, yeah.
we just here chilling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's times that at the time I felt super alone. But like then there's other times like if we had taekwondo, if we hooping, if we chilling with like Hans or something like that, like like everything was cool obviously, but it was like a roller coaster a little bit,
Yeah.
you know, to say the least.
Yeah, kind of like, for example, when everything happened with mom and dad and everything, like it kind of felt like my childhood ended there.
Man.
You know what I mean? And that's like the thing with you, obviously with Malachi, more in the almost in a sense feel like your childhood ended there because now we have to help around the house and everything, and that's common. It's common with a lot of like families, especially when they go through it. Excuse me. So it's like whenever obviously the whole thing with mom and dad. Now Lito has to take care of. Lito has to try to be that role model, so so you can have someone to look up to. And that shit
Which
was
is
tiring, man.
crazy.
Like 8, 9 years old, and you were 3 or 4 at the time.
Which is
So
crazy.
how do we? You know what I mean? Like, how can we?
Niggas just figure it out in 3rd grade. Like this is not even fair.
Had a full-time job by the age of 9. It was crazy.
Oh, dead serious. Like, yo, that is a crazy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's something that's like you just take it on the chin. I mean, now that we're older, like we can look back and kind of laugh at it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, but definitely at the time, it was like,
At the
shit, I
time,
can't
bro, it
do
is
anything
so
else because
unfair, bro.
I had to just go to school, do homework, come back, make sure you were good. And then there was the other side of you where, you growing up watching me come back home and obviously you being frustrated, like, damn, what the hell does this motherfucker want with me? Like, you don't let me do anything. And now I'm here like, I can't let you do anything because I'm being pressured by the managers.
Facts. Because it's really like I'm working to like it's like it goes from the supervisor to the manager to the CEO.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's what it is. Like
Yeah.
like the supervisor needs to do good so the manager can like receive the praise from the CEO. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying? I just wasn't ready to be a supervisor. To say the least.
And then it's even like when with school. Then school,
Oh man.
obviously, when you start getting into school and then you got older over the years, school was rough for us, bro.
Talk about that, man.
School was rough for us.
Yo, it is so unfair how you'll get blamed for everything I did in school, bro.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
So unfair. Like, yo.
The thing is, everything you did,
so unfair.
You couldn't come home with like, even if you had a project, you finished a project, whatever, you went to school with it, and next thing you know, if I didn't know about this project, I was done for.
Yo, like even as a kid, it never made sense to me.
What happened?
I said even as a kid, it never made sense to me because I'm like,
it's cool.
It's cool to not take the blame, but even when I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, he ain't even do it. Like he got to do MCAS in 3 days. Y'all look crazy. Like what?
Oh, but yeah, it was crazy because there was no. I also felt like there was no help.
Oh no.
So it was just like we were being monitored, and they did the best that they could, but we were being monitored by our parents who didn't have much of an idea of what proper education was like.
Mm-hmm.
And all they knew was either pass or fail. Even with the
Yeah,
grading
dog.
system, A, B, C, D, F, whatever, which is changing ridiculously now. But now then it was like anything that was lower than like a B plus, or
Man.
anything lower than an A, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
was torture. It was, we came home to, shit that we didn't want to come home to. And that's when, the Taekwondo came in and the basketball came in, because we
Taekwondo
spent so
save
much,
lives, bro.
so many. Shout out to Jota. This
Shout
man,
out, shout out, man.
as
For
much as we tell him, he'll never understand like the
never.
impact he had on us, like growing up, and like
For
kids that he taught. You know, yeah, I always tell him, I'm like, look, if I ever move back to Mass, we're opening that school together, because that
mm-hmm.
right there. And he always tells me the same thing. What you do? You take. He said, you want to open a school? You take 3 of the baddest kids and you turn them into role models.
What?
And that method has worked for him for decades. Decades. And it's like insane, because we've seen people come in and out of the schools. We've seen who they've turned into, or who they were before and who they've turned into after that. And that taekwondo was core to everybody. You can be the hardest person on the street, and if you train with Jata, that respect that you have, in that
Facts.
discipline. And so then that's what I kind of want to tie into next. That having that sports background within us, and tying that into, our, I guess we can say, quote unquote, childhood. You know what I mean? So we can kind of see. I know how it affected me. But as far as us being there together, how would you say taekwondo, basketball, literally just like even just going down the street, or like going to the field and running up and down with the football with the kids from the block, like how was that impacting that mental? Even though, like, not even at the time we didn't know that we didn't want to go home. It didn't feel like that before. But looking back at it, looking back at it, like it's really what that was. We didn't want to go home to being around that kind of space.
Man. So with taekwondo, for me, it's like people look at it as like competition and stuff. I used to know, especially with you, bro. I was like, I am not competing with this dude. I'm just not doing it, bro. I'm just not. So it's like, and I'll probably say it was like the perfect timing type of situation, because it's like when we came back, there were so many people in the school.
Yeah.
So I had so many other people to compete with. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a rank thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think I said it on my episode with D. I was telling him, I'm like, yo, like when I came back, like it was like 3 or 4 people per rank class, like that I could just, that I could just beat on. Like, I'm knocking, like I'm going up a ladder, I'm knocking these people out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not knocking them out like physically, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then but yeah, like when I got older, like when I was like 15, 16, 17 and stuff like that, like that's when I started to notice that it's like, bro, like, yeah, I'm here for taekwondo because I love the sport, but it's like, bro, I can really stay here all day because I just like I really didn't want to go home either, bro.
Yeah,
dead serious. Like there was always something I like having at the crib. I'm like, bro, like taekwondo was such a safe space, bro, where it's like, well, when you're mad, like people can tell if you're mad or just passionate about the sport. So it was like a perfect mask a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they would tell if either like whenever we train quietly, because either we're focused, or we're training quietly because we're upset, or because we're sad about something. But they could all tell, yeah, let's leave Ija alone. Let's leave Lito alone. But yeah, let's let them just rock for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was insane.
even if you like key up from like from the diaphragm, bro, like, and you let it out correctly, like people can be like, oh yeah, he came in with that energy, like, you know what I'm saying, like today he's feeling it, or he just has a lot on his mind that he's got to let it out. You know what I'm saying? So either or was like, it was like, bro, Techno was perfect for that. Straight up. Shout out Jota.
Listen, and him right there, like he needs a lot more flowers for everything he's done. Like there were times I slept after school because he would give me the key. You know what I mean? He would give me the key to like lock up and everything, make sure I would go home. I think there was like a week. I think it was like about a week where I ended up sleeping after school because I didn't go home. And and it takes guts to sleep at that school because that place
Which one?
stunk on the south side.
Crazy.
That place stunk.
Facts. Man, that air was thick. That air was thick over there, man. Damn. It was in the summer?
Man.
God bless y'all, bro. Lord.
Oh, it was crazy, but it was like, but it was the only way I felt like I could have escaped, but not really realizing that that's what I needed. You know, because at the time I was taking my assignments and taking it with me there and just completing it there.
Oh, wait. So this is when you was in college?
Yeah.
Damn.
At this point, it was in college.
Yeah.
This is before I lived on campus, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like the year before. And so I would go, I'd take my assignments there, complete everything, and then go home the next morning. I think you'd already be at school. Go home the next morning, shower, then go to school.
Yeah.
And then just repeat the same thing Wednesday and Friday with the same process. But yeah, because there was a lot of times where he needed someone to like teach, or he needed to teach a class because he had to go somewhere for a conference or some family and things like that. And so he really didn't realize what he was doing.
Like, he was really helping you when the whole time he thought he was helping him.
The whole man. Just insane.
I really hope he hears this.
Yeah.
For real, dude.
I don't even think I told him about the whole podcast thing yet. I gotta hit him up. It's been a busy couple weeks. I'll tell you that. It's been a busy couple weeks. But yeah, because he's another person that I need to talk to.
Oh, most definitely.
We definitely have our fair share of moments we need to discuss.
I'm all ready. I'm sorry, yo. Can you hear the sound in the back?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
My fault. It just adds more like
they're not after you, so it's fine. It's all right.
I mean, you never know. I'm recording this shit like under some stairs decided from the police.
Yeah.
Kick the door down. That's all you hear. All right, we're gonna wrap this episode up.
But now this, as you know, we talked about it, and I appreciate you putting me in touch with Barbette also.
Barbette.
Barbette. Damn.
My guy Barbette, man. Shout out Barbette.
He was a big help.
My guy, right there.
That short talk we had, the three of us, he was a big help with this.
I'm telling you, he is creative, man. Creative.
3 seconds. He's like, "What about this?" All right.
You're like,
that's great.
Yeah.
But so what I was gonna say is like, obviously, so with this podcast, you know, talk to Barbette and like talk to many people. They know that the purpose of this is kind of kind of get behind the hidden truth about those conversations that we couldn't have. Like, obviously, us growing up in the same place, pretty much same city, just pretty much same everything. You know, we still experience different things. There were conversations that I couldn't have, and there were conversations that obviously you couldn't have. We don't have to air out any laundry. You know what I mean? We don't have to do any of that here. But those talks that you couldn't have, how has not having those conversations shaped you into who you are? Or again, if you want to get into it, you can, but you don't have to. How has not having those conversations shaped you into who you are now, or how have they like molded you over time?
So I'd say it's not only the conversations, but it's not having the conversations with a mixture of like just dealing with things at the same time. And I guess for me, it kind of affected me differently because it kind of like helped me gain a lot more like self-consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like I can like self-consciousness and like self-awareness as well. Like I'd say right now, like I'm pretty self-aware with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but it's like I know when it's like I'm not feeling myself right now, or I'm not at a certain frequency, or if I'm feeling XYZ. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and not only that, but I be talking to myself about certain things. You feel me? I feel like that's like the biggest thing that people should do. Like talk to yourself, bro. You feel me? Like before you talk to anyone else, like try to talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because once you verbally say something, like, and I feel like that's a problem with what a lot of people deal with or used to deal with in the past, is that like when they're having like a mental battle, they keep it in the mental, bro. And that is like probably like the worst thing you can do. Like that's why I say if I'm thinking anything, if I'm like in a rut or anything of that nature, I will say it out loud. And then it's like saying it out loud, it helps me like solve it. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw something. It's like with any problem, with with any problem that comes your way, there's a solution that comes right behind it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You just got to be able to do what you have to do to kind of solve it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
So
yeah, I'll
would you
say
say
that.
that's would you say that that's like um oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Nigga, would you say that's helped you, or that's like how if that's hurt you in any way? Because obviously it helps, because
Yeah,
obviously I have not having conversations could help in a way where okay now I know, well, at least with me I know how to read a room better.
yeah.
Uh, so would you say, or can you say if not having any of the conversations have hurt you in any way?
I'd probably say it hurt me in a way because it's like it makes me not want to talk to other people about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though and it's so hypocritical because I'm one to be, yo, what you got to talk about how you feel and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
But it's like I'm perfectly fine with not talking about what I feel because usually I just talk to myself about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it has to be spoken about. You know what I'm saying? But it's like nowadays, it's just like anything that I'm feeling, I know that it's either a process or it's something that's already been dealt with. So it's like if it's a process, it's like eventually it'll be solved. You know what I'm saying? I know that dealing with certain things is just like it takes more time than other things. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something in the past, then I feel like I wouldn't have to bring it up because it's already been dealt with. It's already something that's been sorted out.
Those conversations that you couldn't have you ever thought about bringing those back up? Not even to anybody, but just within like yourself, or um, like not even to whoever it had to do with, or like let's say
Mm-hmm.
there's somebody you feel like you could talk with me, and you did not even bring it up to me. But have you ever like mentally revisited those moments? And be like, damn, I wish I could have asked about this, or good thing I didn't say this.
It's not really like I wish I could have or I wish I should have. It's more of just like, that wouldn't have been a bad idea, but I'm glad we didn't do it.
Like I understand why.
Yeah, exactly. Like we are perfectly content with where we're at mentally right now. You know what I'm saying? So especially with certain topics and certain like um things that happen in our life. So it's just like, yeah, but to myself, it's like I would bring it up as like a reminder. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, like you really went through that. Like, that's crazy. Like, pat on the back. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. Like, here's some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here's some ice
yeah, for real. Like, I was on my podcast. I was talking to this guy named Isaac. He
cream.
like I can't even reach him today. He's so hard to reach. But I met him at my hotel, and he's originally from New Hampshire, but he lived out in the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was in the Bay, and he would climb buildings. Like he would climb like some of the tallest buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was telling me that you gotta treat yourself like a little small bug. You feel me? Like, but you gotta be like real soft with yourself and gentle and like kind of like be easy on yourself. You feel me? It's like, and then that way, like it'll help you. It'll help you elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's kind of what it is with me. It's like I think about things that I used to think or things that I used to do or things that I went through. Be like, damn, bro, like you did that, bro. Good job. Go buy something. You feel me? Like go. Like I said, buy some ice cream. Buy a treat. You know what I'm saying?
So the
Reward
gentle
yourself.
reminders to kind of like treat yourself or just be kind to yourself.
Yeah, man.
It's
Always be kind to yourself.
yeah, that's good that you're seeing that, especially because over the years we've seen how we've both treated ourselves
Man.
whenever we go through something, and we like either shut down or we'll try to you know thug it out or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
that shit never works out because everybody else sees it.
Dug it
Or if
out is such like I'm
yeah,
sorry to interrupt, but it's such a
like
foul thing.
yeah,
I think thug it out just means ignore what you feel.
oh 100%,
That's
oh
literally what
100%,
it
yeah,
is.
that's all
Like,
that
yo,
is.
like if you feel anything, bro, ignore it and just do what you gotta do. You know what I'm
It's always
saying?
like the worst.
Well, I can't even say that because I do. Okay, well, that's also hypocritical. because I'm thinking of some where it's like this dude, where it's like I say something where and it's so foul, but it's also true. It's like what you want doesn't care about how you feel,
Mm-hmm.
which is true, but it's like I use that in a motivational way.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm saying?
it's true. It's tough to hear, but it's
It's
the
true.
truth because there's work to get to where you want to
Yeah,
be or what you want to have.
that G wagon ain't gonna buy itself.
You know,
For real.
you got to put that work for it. But at the same time, it's also make sure you take care of yourself while you're doing it.
Almost definitely.
You don't want to end up hurting yourself.
Never.
What do they call it? Like, what's the phrase for it? But in
Never,
other words,
never,
you don't
never.
want to be like a slave to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all you end up doing is just working to get that thing, and then when you get it, you don't know how to enjoy it because all you know is work. You try to enjoy it, you try to take that time off, and then I was like, now that I have this thing that I want, I feel like I need to do more.
I think people need to practice enjoyment.
Yeah,
because if you enjoy little things, it'll be so much better once you get the things that you want as opposed to just the things that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Like I enjoy my car, but it's like, man, when I get that Beamer, like, you know what I'm saying? Like people complain about so much of what they have because they feel like it's not enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like you got more than enough. Like, I'm not saying that you don't have anything to complain about, but you got a lot more things to be happy about. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
it's the same with like the things that people want too. When they complain about the things that they have because of the things that they want, then when they get it, they still find something to complain about.
Yeah.
There was I think Jim Carrey said this, but he was it might not have been. I heard it somewhere, but he said if you give someone everything they want, watch them beg for more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like it just doesn't.
It's never enough.
It's never going to be enough.
Yeah.
Like they'll never be satisfied. It's just a never-ending cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So and the thing I saw on my last episode was I was like telling my friend Zuri, it's just I try to enjoy the things, but I also try to be humble about it because I feel like anything that can be given to you can be taken away just like that.
For sure.
And what she was saying, like the clip that I posted, she was like, I agree with you, but you have to learn to enjoy those things without that resistance, So I'm trying to learn how to enjoy things more without that little voice in my head saying, "Hey, don't get too comfortable."
Yeah.
I want to get comfortable. I want to get comfortable in this moment. I want to feel this happiness, as she was saying.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's important for everyone to hear because we get so caught up in the things that we don't have, and then once we finally get it, we're like, okay, there must be some kind of trick to it.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been this easy, but not really recognizing all the hard work already put into do it.
Gotcha. I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
I can't help it, podcaster to podcaster. But so when we lost Vovo, like, what did that do to you?
Man, for those who don't know, Vovo means grandmother. And
yeah, sorry about that.
So in April we had lost our grandmother. And that was insane. I got the call from Bethor the morning of. I missed it at first because I was in a meeting, but I'm like, Bethor only calls me when something's wrong. And so, like, I told my manager I had to jump, grab the phone, and then answer. And he told me that I hear mom crying in the background. Bro, the second I didn't even hear him first. I just said hello, and then I heard mom crying.
And then from there,
From there, I just knew.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you something, Rick. So so she passed on Monday, like the 8th, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that Sunday night going into Monday, her heart stopped like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Her heart stopped. So I was like literally like I can't sleep for nothing, but I was slowly like falling asleep, and I just heard mom wow. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, nah, this can't be.
Yeah.
And then she woke up again. I was like, okay, like should be good. Hopefully, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then I got notified through the chat. Like I don't know who sent the text.
Yeah.
But that's how I got notified through it.
Yeah, I saw that. I think it was like a few minutes after the delay call.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like what it did to me, dude, I try not to like live in like those like regretful moments. Like I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like every morning I have her picture. I have the candle. I have the pin here, and they're all like into like one section. Like that's her spot, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so every morning, wake up, brush my teeth, kiss the pictures, say a quick prayer, start my day. But I keep catching myself in this like state of regret where I'm just like, damn, I wish I could have been there more. I wish I didn't. I wish I hadn't moved all the way across
Mm-hmm.
the country. And
Yeah.
that shit still hits me. You know, I'm still like thinking. I still think about it. I try not to because obviously you can't change the past. And you know, it's I still think about what I feel like there was things I could have done, even though life happened. So she lived a great 90 years. You know what I mean? So but it still felt like there were things I could have done to at least spend more time with her. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and it sucked because when she was like experiencing Alzheimer's and she was like forgetting things. It was every time we were on the phone or when I flew down to go see her, it was trying to help her relearn everything. And she would pick up quick. Um, but even then, it's still hard. And then the
Yeah.
funeral itself, the wake and then the funeral. Seeing everybody there, like her not realizing how much of an impact she had on everybody, even the people who weren't
What?
family. She was everybody's grandmother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, um, no, it still hits. I still haven't. It's crazy. I still haven't accepted it. I'm still going through that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, as far I'll return the same thing. Like losing Volvo. Obviously, you guys were bread and butter. Not like Mickey's PB and J were,
Nah,
but you know
Mickey
what I
and Bo
mean.
were
I know.
different.
Yeah, Mickey and Volvo were wet on rice, and
Different.
they were everything. They were the best friends
Yeah.
ever. But as far as the impact it had to you, I will say this. And there's a quick joke to be made in here. Besides the crying we did growing up from getting hit with belts.
This is the most crying I've did in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nigga.
And this is honestly the first time I've seen you cry.
Me?
Yeah.
Man, I have to put them shades on, keep it gangster, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, but facts. Lethal, I can't even make this up. I was in the car earlier on my way back to the crib thinking exactly what you just said. Like, that's the most I've cried since Dad used to put the paws on me. For real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That was a lot of what I was thinking after. Like I was thinking about like how you were in that moment as well, and realize the shit that we went through, and seeing how it felt like everything led up to like the moment of like passing, everything just like came out. Like that was like the final straw.
Yeah.
And at least that's what it felt like for me. So I was imagining if that felt the same for you. Because we've been through our fair share. So seeing, move on in the casket and then not really accepting it just at the moment, it was hard for both of us.
Yeah.
And so what did you feel that same thing of like everything being pent up over the years, like just being tired and all that, and then this was like the straw, the final straw that just broke everything.
Definitely, because remember when last year, like, she kind of had like a little Alzheimer's episode, and like, we thought that we was losing her, and then then she came out okay. That's when I first thought that I accepted it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So then, when she pulled out through the year, she pulled through almost like another whole year, bro. Because I remember like when she first had like when they said that she had Alzheimer's, it was Fiata's birthday.
Yeah.
Of last year, you feel me? And then when she passed this year, bro, like all of that saying that like I kind of already thought it was gonna, bro, all that went out the window, bro. Yeah. Like that was like, that was probably the most like hurtful thing, because when I came home, bro, before I even closed the door to the house, bro, because like her room was right next to my room, so like every morning, like it don't matter if I'm leaving the crib, if I came home, whatever, if I just woke up, if I'm finna head to bed, I would always kiss her on the forehead. You feel me? And sometimes if she was sleeping, she'd wake up, or if she's already up, she'd kiss me back, whatever, boom. Mm. Mom looked at me crying, and she said, "Who you gonna kiss on the forehead now?" Oh, and I'm like, bruh, I ain't even closed the door yet. Like, I just put one foot into the house. You feel me? And I was like, nah, bruh. And then when we saw Vasco, I'm like, oh, word, Vasco. Like, thank you for pulling up, yada, yada, yada. Because at this time, like, at this point, it was later on in the night, and I still didn't really see Vovo yet. Because, like, everyone was in the room, and I'm like, I'm going to just go outside. You feel me? Yeah. So then Vasco pulled up a few hours later. And then I saw his van. He said, yeah, we came to pick her up. I said, oh, shit. I'm like, all right, cool. And then me, Sophia, Kuka. Shout out Kuka, bro. Shout out Kuka and Sophia, because when I mean they pulled up every day. And we would chill, talk. Like, she put her shades on. And we would, like, just take some shots and start talking. Yeah, we did that for like a week. Okay, so shout out Kuka, bro, for real. But it was me, Miki, Sophia, and Kuka. He was in the room, like, with me, like a little line or whatever, so we can all say bye and kiss or whatever. And I didn't, like, I cried in the car a little bit, but at that point, that's when I cried a little bit more. But at the wake, I was like folded. I was like, yeah, nah, this is not it. This is not it at all, bro. And then at that time, I was staying at Tuta's crib. So then,
because that's when I flown back.
Yeah. So then when I went back to this is how I know like this really, really hurt, bro. I went back to Tuta's crib, and I had like that little picture. I took two of them. I put one on the car, and I put another picture in my wallet. Yeah. And I still had the shades on, bro. Mind you, it was like 10 o'clock at night. I think 10, 11 o'clock at night. I still had the shades on, bro. I'm looking at Vovo's picture, bro, bawling my eyes out, bro. Like, hysterically bawling my eyes out. And then her dog came in, like, gave me a hug, made it even worse. And I'm like, damn, Chloe, you gonna give me a hug right now? But then, yeah, at that point, I was bawling my eyes out, bro. Like, I did not take those shades off the whole weekend, bro. No. But yeah.
Yeah, that was probably like the most intense moments.
Definitely.
Mentally, obviously, because we've been through a lot, but that right there.
No, for sure. Recently, when I was in Texas, I was what was it? Game 4? Game 4 on Friday. We stepped out to go like watch the game, and that was the same day I had the tattoo done. You feel me? And my friend was looking at the tattoo. She's like, "Did the tattoo hurt?" I was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Yeah, it hurt." She was like, "Who's it for?" I'm like, "Oh, it's for my Vovo." Yeah. And then like everyone's asked me questions about Vovo, like, "Oh, how was she? Like, what kind of person was she?" I'm like, "Oh, y'all niggas gonna make me start crying in here, bro. Y'all ain't gonna make me start crying in this bar. That's what y'all not finna do." You know what I'm saying? And then basically, like, she said something interesting. She was like, "You have so much pain in your eyes." I was like, what? And bro, when I mean, I've never heard anyone say that to me before. Like, it kind of shook me a little bit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, like, you have so much pain in it. I was like, every time you talked about her, I'm like, yeah. I don't know what you expect. Like, nigga, yeah. You feel me? So
that question, like, after I received that a few times, like people I work with or just like friends in general. It's like, oh, what was she like? And then when
words can't even explain that shit, bro.
And then every single memory I had with Vovo just goes, just replays right there.
It's so vivid, right?
Every single detail. Yeah. You know, it's from like, you know, from like the little hair she had on her chin and all that. Into like
this podcast could make a grown man cry.
I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying?
Mama, bro.
Every single, and then like sitting at us being on Howard Street, coming home from school.
And she's sitting at the window,
and she's at the window or on the porch, rolling her thumbs, waiting for us to come back from school. And when she sees us walking down the street, all you hear is her yelling, like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro.
But it's like, damn, I'm trying not to cry right now.
Yeah, I'm my mama, boy. Shit. So I took some fun, man.
But man,
gotta say something.
Gotta say something. But nah, it's every I remember there was like when we were on Montello Street, and this is a while. Actually, I'm not gonna say that story. That's crazy. You know what I'm talking about.
Yo, there's so much I don't even want to get into.
You know. I think if I just say a name, you know
Text me.
exactly
You
what I'm
text me.
talking about. I'm gonna text it to you. But,
yo, I think I know what you about to say, bro.
Oh yeah, you do. But there was a time where I came home from school,
yeah,
and I think mom had just finished cooking. Dad had a tow truck.
this is real old.
Yeah, dad had a tow truck, and she had, I think she was filling up one of like the barrels to send to Gabriel.
Yeah.
Right, mom finished cooking. I go home from school, bro. I shit you not. I take off my backpack. She thinks she's gonna put it in the barrel.
What are those?
I have my school supplies in there. Yeah. Yo, it's in like, so I finished my homework and I put it in there, and so I finished my homework and I leave it on the chair so we can just go to school in the morning. I'm like, all right, it's fine. We just leave it by the door, whatever. But I was filling everything up. She sees the backpack, and I don't see her do it. Dude, literally, I don't see her. Voice. As scary as it is, I don't see her, but I hear her. You know what I mean?
Oh, Lord.
She goes, "Oh, what is this?" She just grabbed. She doesn't ask any no questions, nothing. I'm thinking it's whatever. You just find another shirt, whatever. Puts it in there, and it's in the middle of everything. And they stuff it tight.
Yeah, and they stand on it.
And they stand on it to close it. They stand on business, bro.
They stomp on it, bro, to squeeze everything in, bro.
And mom doesn't know my backpack's in there. Mom is the one standing on top of it, helping her close
Ryan, bro, nah.
And then they call me in the room. I think you're in the room with her. You're with dad or something. They call me in the kitchen to close everything, or in the living room to help them close it. And so mom was on top, and I'm like locking the thing. And as it's locking, I'm like,
wait, where's my backpack?
I'm like, yo, where's my backpack?
Yo, I'm crying, bro. What?
Yo, the test I had that week. Oh my god. Yo. I only remember this so vividly because that was the first time in like elementary that I received. Bro, I'm telling you, I shit you not. I got a D on test. Oh my god. Because I couldn't remember anything. Everything was I had all my notes in this backpack. It was a quiz.
Shipped off to Cape Verde.
Completed assignments. Sent to Cape Verde.
Teaching somebody else.
Pencils. 0.7 lead pencils. All of it was just gone.
Lead pencil? Wow.
And so that's it. And she didn't care. She's like, you know what? Y'all don't need it. Y'all have stores. We can just send this to people in Cape Verde. No, thinking about it, I was mad. But when it happened, I was like mad as hell. I'm like, how's she gonna steal my backpack and give it to one of her cousins? You know what I mean?
How dare you look out for other family members?
Right? How dare you? How dare you be so gracious of a person and be so generous? Thief at the same time.
Facts.
But it's like, but looking back, like at that story, it's like she just wanted to help people out. She wanted to help our family.
Yeah.
I mean, it came at a cost of me failing, 3 tests in a row, but it was okay.
Yeah, dog. Nah, but even now, it's like even small things, like, cause like I don't know, like Vovo's energy was so like it just speaks for her.
Yeah, she let
him feel me
without having to say a word.
Even now, even till this day, bro. Like as I leave the room, I would still look in the room as if she's in there. Knowing damn well she's not. I'd be like, what the hell? You feel me? So yeah, that right there, I'd say that definitely like shifted something in me, like to the point where it's like I can like as I said earlier, where I'm a lot more self-aware with like how I deal with things. This is what I mean, like that right there. It kind of changed how I like react to things. Like I'm a lot more mellow. I don't want to talk to people more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like out of the way a little bit more. Like I don't want to do it. Like I just don't want to. I don't want to indulge. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
And then there was the thing with mom and dad during that whole thing. Which
that
I'm gonna
get some joy.
Which I have a question about, not about that, but I'm gonna ask something a little bit. That was literally for us.
It just shows
that
what
was everything for us.
What Vovo be doing.
Yeah, it shows what she meant and the moment that they shared together. him being as open as he was, and that was new to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously with what he said over the
New to
years and
us
what he's
as
done over the
adults
years.
is crazy though.
Yeah, as adults, because everything happened when I was 9 and you were 5.
Yeah.
So but oh man, what was the question I had? Shit. Oh fuck. All right, it'll come back to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I will. Oh, there we go. As far, do you think what was, as you said, it's made you self-aware? You think it's kind of awakened like a better version of you towards like appreciate life more?
Yeah, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to answer that because I still think about Vavo a lot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? But in a way, I do understand what you're saying. Oh shit, my beard. It does. It does make me just like appreciate just like life overall, because like if you look at Vavo, bro, like Vavo was happy regardless.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, she
in the hospital, like hitting the puff bar, like living life. You feel me? So it's like when I see those videos and I see those moments of like other people be posting it or people will show me things about or tell me stories, it's just like,
yeah,
who am I to complain, bro? You feel me? So in a way, it does kind of help me just appreciate life more. Just a small thing, but like hanging out with people. That's why it's like I love hanging out with like Sophia, Carlita, Freddie. You know what I'm saying? Like hanging out with
them is a different,
it means
different
man.
energy, dude.
Yo, ever since before that, bro, I'm heading up, bro. Literally, I landed on Saturday, bro, from Texas. I texted feeling, bro. Well, like, what's the vibes? Like, are we hanging out tonight or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love hanging out with them because it's like, it's not like I don't know them, nigga. These are my cousins. You feel me? So it's not gonna be anything weird, but it's just like we all just vibe more. You know what I'm saying? Like we vibe heavier. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's just important overall. Like, it shouldn't. It's unfortunate that she had to pass in order for us to like really like open our eyes and see that. But it's just like, yeah.
I asked that because obviously you've been busy with a lot, like work, podcast. And I asked that because I've noticed that since that's happened, you've been, at least from what you're telling me and the things that you've been doing, it seems like you've been appreciating life a lot more. You've been
for sure
doing a lot more than just working a podcast. You've been doing more, having more experiences, and just like wanting to get more out of life.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I wanted to ask that, to see how you felt about it, or if you saw it in the same manner.
For sure, man, for sure. You know, I'm a Rasta now, you know. I'm a Rasta with the tattoos, you know. So, you know.
And so we were talking about that. I want to talk about Tyler in the Rod a little bit.
Yeah.
Because obviously growing up we had taekwondo to cope, we had basketball to cope. Still taekwondo is still always going to be there. With Talent in the Rod, what does having that do for you as a host? As far I know it's a great outlet.
Yeah.
Especially for putting people on, the artists that are in the city, whether you're doing whether it's music or theater or literally anything at all. Whoever's doing something to make a name for themselves, that's what they're heading to. And that's great that you're giving people that platform. Or even if they had a platform, they go on there to spread a word about something else. And that's amazing. Yeah. So being the host for that, what does that do for you as far as like keeping you? Is that keeping like your mental kind of stabilized, like giving you that way to cope as well, or is it something that you just have as like the dream to build up?
Definitely. Yeah. Oh, that was loud. Definitely, because it's like because you get to, if you do it correctly, you get to really understand where other people come from. Not only that, but you can learn a lot from what they're saying and their life experiences and kind of put it into your life. You know what I'm saying? Like people focus so much on what the situation is as opposed to how people handle it. You know what I'm saying? So like for instance, like I ain't even gonna bring no examples actually. I ain't even gonna do that. But it's like you can take them out of, or take said person out of a situation that they explain to you find the comparison within the situation that you're facing and put yourself in it and see if it works that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's definitely something that I do a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm dealing with, and I work at a studio. Well, I record at a studio. Shout out NY Studios. Shout out Barbette. Shout out Rui. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, because when I say Barbette is the mastermind behind like Town and Raw, like, yeah, it was like I started it, but Barbette, like, he enhanced it.
Yeah, he's a man of the chair.
Dude, he is a freaking genius. You know what I'm saying? He is smart as hell. So it's like, if I ever have an idea, like before I flew out to Texas, I was telling him, like, bro, I want to improve my podcast. Like, I just want to improve on it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, we sat down for probably like 2 hours and we just talked about everything. And we was writing down ideas. Like, he was writing down different things I could do. Like, and this all came from me just telling him, like, yo, like, I just want to improve on it. And it took a whole different 180-degree turn that I'm gonna now apply to like future episodes, because I haven't really recorded in like, what's June 18th? I haven't recorded in like 2.5 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last episode I recorded was April 1st. Before past the 8th. After that, I was like, I ain't putting shit out. I ain't doing nothing. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to go to the studio. I don't want to talk to nobody. I did not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely do now. You know what I'm saying? So, but to go back to your question, it helps in so many ways if you do it correctly, bro. For real. Not trying to say I'm like I know everything about podcasting, you know what I'm saying? But to take away from certain situations that people have been in or that people have expressed on my show, I've definitely taken what they've said and I've applied it to my situation. And it's like, that's probably like the best part, for real. As opposed to talking to these people and like hearing what their side of life is like, or what they do, or the challenges of what they do and how they make it look so easy. That's cool and all, but taking what they say and applying it to your life, man, that's probably like the best part, for real.
When doing that, when recording, when like listening to these stories and, you know, taking these these mental notes from your guests, do you feel like there's like a weight that you move from your own shoulders, like during that like 1 to 2 hour period when you're having those conversations?
Not from my shoulders, but I can tell it's something that's definitely lifted off of their shoulders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on my last episode, I ain't gonna really say the name, but if y'all just go watch it, y'all can just see it's the last upload that I have. The person that I was interviewing, they were like really like getting very deep into an experience that they were having at a certain time in their life, and like being there, like being at the studio and like listening to what they were saying, I was like, and that's the great thing about podcasting, that like while you hear other people talk, like you're kind of analyzing everything at the same time. You're noticing, it's like, oh wow, like they're sharing this right now, or this might be a clip, or oh, I might have to edit this out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like you're being an actor in the film while directing the film at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Will Smith.
Michael B. Jordan, my cousin. No, I'm playing, but like but like it's kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they were, and like while I'm there, I'm looking them in there and I can see them getting like real emotional about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is what we look for. This is what keeps people here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just cool things like that like I appreciate with podcasts, or that I appreciate that I can do through the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think everyone should podcast, for real. It'd be dope.
It'd be dope. It'd be dope.
I had to add that. I really did it, but I wanted to, bro. Yeah.
So obviously, like, we all have. I feel like this is gonna be a question I'm gonna ask like all of my guests. Really, like, we all have things that we're going through.
Yeah.
But there are also some people who go through the same things that we are without even noticing, and then they feel like they don't really have a place to go to express how they feel. You know, and usually whenever you and I were pretty open-hearted, kind-hearted people. So like whenever people try to come to us, for some reason, people gravitate towards us when it comes to
Bruh, say that one more game. Say it louder though, cause
it's like,
bruh.
but for some reason, we tend to have the answers to their problems.
Yeah.
But when it comes to us, we don't practice what we preach. So my question is, do you have any advice for anyone going through what you're going through? And before you answer, again, you don't have to discuss anything.
Mm-hmm.
I say this to you and to everyone listening. I hope y'all are winning the battles that y'all don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's hard out here. Life is lifing the hell out of a lot of people right now. But again, I do hope you're winning the battles you're going through. Those you talk about, those you choose not to.
Mm-hmm.
But again, the question is, do you have any advice for anyone going through anything that like the same thing as what you're going through, and how you feel like they can pretty much push through it, or what steps they can take to get better?
Definitely. So I'm gonna say something about the first part you said about how we don't practice what we preach when we help other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this a lot. It's like our superpower isn't meant for us. It's meant for everyone else. It's meant for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like me podcasting, you podcasting, it's not meant for us. Like it's literally, it's like the purpose of our podcast is for like society and the people around us. You know what I'm saying? It's never meant for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we help people, when we advise people to go in a certain direction, kind of help them out, it's never for it's really not for us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we may just sleep that night like without thinking about what we said, but the other person go, hey, yo, damn, like what Lita said that day really helped. Let me write it down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's never for us. At the end of the day, it's for other people. So that's why we probably don't listen to what we say to other people, and that's why people always tell us what we say to them. You know what I'm saying? And I can go down a number of times where someone would tell me like, oh, well, remember when you said this to me? Yeah. No, I don't. I do not remember. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for bringing it back on me. You know what I'm saying?
They would turn around. But, this isn't about me right now. This is about you.
Yeah, facts. Like, bro, what? Mind your business. But nah. So you said the main question was like, what advice do I have for people who may be battling the same thing that I'm experiencing?
Yeah. Like, what advice would you give to someone sharing your battles?
Man, life is going to come at you whenever it feels like it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you just got to take each day throughout your life one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw away the whole day because an hour or 10 minutes or 5 minutes or even less than that didn't happen the way that you wanted it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you have a plan and life has a plan. And it'll intersect at some point, but it ain't always going to meet the way that you want it to. You know what I'm saying? So the one thing I say is that, or the one thing I tell myself is like, bruh, you just got to get up and go do it. Go do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want to seek help, go do it. Don't wait on nobody. Don't make excuses. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever you want, find a way to be in arm's reach of it and get it. You know what I'm saying? And then just appreciate life. You know what I'm saying? Life is too long and too short to really not appreciate anything. For real. We are podcasting right now in a home. I have nothing to complain about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't complain because then, like, everyone, even though people may not think so, everyone has people that love them. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has people that love them. So love who loves you and love who don't. And then see where that takes you. For sure. Signed, Talent in a row.
But I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and chat with me.
For sure.
I don't know if there's anything you want to plug in, and I'm just gonna quick wrap up. Anything you want to anyone you want to shout out at all?
Definitely, bro. Like I said earlier, Shout out N1 Studios, filming #1 studio in the world. Shout out Barbette, #1 producer in the world. Shout out Rui. I don't know what he is, but he's #1 in the world. Shout out Rui, man. Shout out Captain on Rug podcast. You feel me? Y'all keep on tuning in, bro. Listen, it's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Everything with this podcast is gonna get better, bro. This is just the start. You know what I'm saying? We just simmering right now. Once you put that thing on a roaring boil, boy. You mean me? Put that thing up on a roaring boil, boy. Yeah. You feel me? But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Shout out everybody who's listening. Shout out everyone who supports. And keep on tuning in to the podcast, man, for sure.
Oh, hey, before we finish up, I just want to say, you know what Sunday was?
Yeah, it was Father's Day.
I didn't get a call, man. What's up with that? I'm sorry.
The fuck? Yo, let me tell you something about that. Yo, because I think I told you.
Wait,
it's about what Simon said.
Oh wait, what happened?
This was a while ago. This was when we was on the east side, and I went up to Simon. Yo, Simon, like, Happy Father's Day, because it was a Friday, like it was right before the Sunday.
Yeah.
And he pointed at you. He said, "You should go say that to him instead." I was like 14.
You're like, why the hell would I want to do
what
that?
The fuck? What the fuck I say that shit? He ain't got no kids. But I didn't, like, at the time, I didn't understand what he was trying to say. I'm like, yo, y'all think got kids, bro? Like, feel me? But wait, you about to have a kid, nigga?
No, definitely not.
Shit, Happy Father's Day, nigga. Shit. Yeah.
You said, wait, is this code for something?
Facts, what the fuck?
Nah. But now he's making a joke.
Yeah, man, I ain't getting none of them things either, but.
Nah. Let's get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, keep on tuning into the podcast, man. Both of them, man.
Yeah, I'll be plugging in Shout out to Town the Road podcast. I'll be plugging that into the description so y'all can check that out too.
Yes, sir. Follow, subscribe. I'm on all streaming platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Amazon. If you're weird and you got iHeartRadio, I'm there too. I'm on Apple, Google Podcasts. Holla at your squalor.
Yeah, make sure. So when you send me the link to, and I'll put that whole thing in the.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Because that's too many links to plug in.
And thank y'all for tuning into this episode. Happy Men's Mental Health Month.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month. Happy healing. Yeah. Hope everyone's having a great day. Again, this is going to be released on Monday the 24th. So whenever y'all listen to this, happy Monday. Hope the week goes smooth for y'all. And yeah, we out.
Yes, sir. We out here.